England, a land of rolling green hills, ancient stone walls and quiet villages, seemingly tamed and thoroughly known. Every field has a name, every stream a story. We walk its footpaths believing we know every secret. Our wildlife feels familiar: fox, badger, deer. Nothing here we think is wild enough to threaten us. But what if that sense of safety is an illusion? In the dense woods and empty moors, the wild persists. Here the mist clings low, and the certainties of modern life begin to fray. Some feel a prickling on the neck, a sense of being watched from the shadows. For decades, whispers have grown into unsettling reports of creatures that should not be here. Large, powerful predators described as great black cats, stalking the fringes of our world. These are not old legends, but accounts from reliable witnesses in our own time. The idea seems impossible, yet the stories persist, told in pubs, logged in police reports, debated by investigators. They form a modern mystery, a chilling counter-narrative to our tame land. Beneath the surface, a wild and formidable secret may be hiding in plain sight, a beast that walks in the mist just beyond our comprehension. The modern mystery began quietly, with strange and brutal livestock deaths in the 1960s and 70s. These were not the messy kills of foxes or dogs. Victims were dispatched with surgical precision, often a single bite to the throat. Sometimes the carcasses were left untouched, as if killed for sport. Witnesses noted organs eaten first, a feline trait, and sheep dragged or hidden in ways no native predator could manage. Soon, fleeting glimpses joined the evidence: large, black, cat-like animals. In Surrey, it was the Surrey puma. In Devon and Cornwall, the Beast of Xmore. Descriptions were consistent: the size of a large dog, but unmistakably feline, with a long curving tail and glossy black coat. Early accounts were dismissed as hoaxes or misidentifications, but witnesses insisted. They knew what they saw. The ripple of muscle, the glint of yellow eyes, the mutilated livestock, all painted a disturbing picture. Something powerful and predatory was loose in the English countryside. The impossible was becoming harder to ignore. The mystery deepened and fear began to take root. The quiet shires were no longer as safe as they seemed. Sightings grew more frequent and bold, no longer just at dusk but in broad daylight. Motorists saw huge black cats cross roads. Villagers glimpsed them in gardens. One woman in Devon watched a Black Panther pause and stare before vanishing into the hedgerow. Witnesses described the creature's silent movement and unnerving, intelligent gaze. A retired police officer felt like prey for the first time, watched by a predator on a ridge. The cat seemed to vanish at will, one moment present, the next gone without a trace. A family picnicking in the New Forest saw a black cat sunning itself, then dissolving into the shadows. No tracks, no evidence, just the memory of something impossible. Encounters left witnesses changed, their sense of the countryside forever altered. A lorry driver, after seeing a panther on the motorway embankment, sat in shock for 20 minutes. The English landscape was no longer just picturesque. It held a powerful, unnerving secret. The wild was closer than anyone had imagined, and it was watching. Authorities long dismissed the stories as rural myths, but mounting reports forced action. By the early 1980s, the Beast of Xmore made national headlines. Farmers were losing livestock and panic grew. The Ministry of Agriculture launched an official investigation, deploying marksmen to Exmoor. Months of searching yielded nothing conclusive. The beast remained elusive. Even Royal Marines, brought in for their tracking skills, reported sightings. One marine saw a large cat through night vision, moving with incredible speed before vanishing, yet the official report found no verifiable evidence, blaming dogs for the kills and misidentification for the sightings. Many saw this as a cover-up. How could so many reliable witnesses be wrong? The government's denial only deepened suspicion and intrigue. The investigation, meant to end the mystery, fueled it instead. Now the question was not just about a strange animal, but about trust in the authorities. The truth seemed further away than ever. The beast in the mist remained a shadowy enigma. If these cats are real, where did they come from? The answer may lie in a 1976 law. Before then, exotic pets like pumas and leopards were common among the wealthy and in private zoos. The Dangerous Wild Animals Act imposed strict licensing, making ownership costly and complicated. Many owners, unwilling or unable to comply, released their animals into the countryside. These predators, wild instincts intact, found a landscape rich in prey and hiding places. A few released pairs could have established a breeding population. Sightings exploded after the act, suggesting a direct link. The mystery became a story of human folly, our own wild legacy stalking the fields. Despite hundreds of eyewitness accounts, definitive proof remains elusive. In the age of smartphones, clear photos and videos are rare. Most evidence is blurry or ambiguous. Skeptics dismiss photos as misidentified domestic cats or hoaxes. The famous Cotswolds cat photo divides experts. Some see a leopard, others a trick of perspective. Plaster casts of large paw prints and tufts of hair have been collected, but DNA results are inconclusive. The most chilling evidence, animal carcasses with injuries consistent with large felines. In 2005, a roe deer's wounds led government vets to admit they matched a non-native big cat. Yet even this was not the final word. The mystery endures, built on compelling anecdotes and inconclusive science. The proof, like the cats, remains just out of reach. The mystery persists into the 21st century, with sightings now part of rural life. Dashcams, security cameras and trail cams add to the growing dossier, but clarity remains elusive. In 2021, a delivery driver in North Wales captured dashcam footage of a panther-like creature. Families in Shropshire and elsewhere report big cats stalking fields, their presence both terrifying and thrilling. In some counties, local groups log and investigate reports. The big cat is now living folklore. Continued sightings, including of younger animals, suggest a breeding population. The phantom is not a ghost of the past, but a real, thriving predator. The English countryside may be home to a secret wildness after all. Mainstream science remains skeptical, citing the lack of a body as the ultimate stumbling block. No roadkills, no carcasses. Scientists argue a breeding population should leave remains. They question whether modern Britain could support such predators without more obvious encounters. Skeptics blame misidentification, large dogs, or human cruelty for the evidence. Yet some ecologists concede the countryside could support big cats, given the deer population and forest cover. Leopards, after all, are masters of stealth worldwide. The debate is a clash between anecdote and scientific proof. For witnesses, the experience is real. For scientists, it's not data. Without a body or clear DNA, the phantom cat remains a hypothesis. The mystery lingers between belief and proof. The story ends as it began, in the mist, on the edge of certainty. The phantom cats remain an enduring enigma, a hint of wildness in a managed world. Skeptics call it myth. Believers point to the consistency of sightings and strange kills. The truth likely lies somewhere in between, The feeling that something is out there persists, a reminder that nature is never fully tamed. The phantom cat is a symbol of resilience, wildness watching from the shadows. Next time you walk a country path at dusk, listen for the snap of a twig. You may see only shadows, but the question will linger. Is the